Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of O.P.P. Some of you may have noticed that we didn't have an episode last week. I was out of town and sick, so it was a bit of a double whammy, and I kind of had to skip it. I'm here now, however, and I'm not going anywhere until, well, next week when I leave town for a wedding, but I'm here now, so that's all that matters. So let us jump right in. This week we have male headshot, courtesy of Dean, who also gave us last week's pinup shot. First thing, right off the bat, and it might just be me, but the image seems oddly. Oh, hello! Look at that. Off kilter. See, so let me just right away do that. Okay, that's much straighter. I'm sure that maybe most people might not even see it. Oh, yeah, no, that's much better. Okay, and while we're in here, since it's a headshot and you want it to be an 8x10 anyway, let's move that. That's a little too rules of thirdsy. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got our start, let us get everything in. So let's check out portrait. I actually don't like that. It makes it a little too hot. That's a little bit better. For headshots, I like to generally start somewhere kind of neutral, um, almost flat, because I can add the contrast in later on. In fact, that's my next step anyway, is I come over here, I throw in some contrast, and then I tweak. That's good. Let's bring in some of those shadows. Much better. Okay. It's a good start. Let's see. Well, first let's even out this histo a little bit. But no, not the highlights. Okay, so it may seem a little odd for me to be adding all this black back after taking out all those shadows, beforehand, but it's kind of like when women pluck their eyebrows only to draw them back in. It's because sometimes you just kind of want to start from somewhere where you have a little bit more control and you can kind of add it judiciously rather than just kind of work with what's there. All right, in fact, I'm going to let's see. Let's drop some of that highlight. All right, that's a little bit better. I mean, we don't want to get rid of it entirely. We just kind of want to tame it. All right. All right, so let us brighten those eyes. Give them a little bit of punch. And then clean up the whites. Let's see how that looks. Much better. All right. Just a subtle little cleanup. Oh, no, come back. There we go. All right. And while we're here, I usually just do a little bit, nothing too drastic, but just a low clarity brush with a little bit of sharpness gone, just to kind of like help smooth skin tones in the forehead and the cheeks. You know, some people will go the whole face and then clean up just the, you know, erase it from the lips and the eyes, etc., etc. I just like the big patches of skin to be a little bit smoother. Alright, let us see. That's a little bit better. Okay. Obviously, I'm not gonna split tone a headshot since you want it to look as representative as possible. There, that's a good sharpening. Alright. That is a good sharpening indeed. Let's see. Oh, hey, look at that. Okay. It's always kind of a crapshoot whenever I hit that button, whether or not it's going to have a profile for the... And let's just see how this looks. Sometimes I'll do this is after I'll go through the changes, especially if I start from somewhere flat. So if I start from a neutral, you know, then I know that it's almost baseline. And then at the end, I can kind of go through them again and see how they look. See, like portrait's too washed out, but standard's actually not bad. Kind of gives his skin a healthy color to it. I think I like Adobe Standard though, because it's not quite as punchy as Camera Standard. So let's stick with that and see. So pretty subtle all around in here. Let's compare the two. So nothing drastic. For headshots, you don't want to go too overboard. In fact, although, hold on one second, I did miss one thing. Let's go with, yeah, that's fine for now. Especially with people with black hair and dark hair. Kind of want to go in sometimes and just throw a little detail in. Oh, too much. Alright, let's see how that looks. There we go. Okay. Just to give it a little bit more, you know, kick. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. Alright, so let's see how that looks. There we go. Okay. Alright, so let us see how it looks. I think, you know, it works a lot better. It's cleaner, simpler, headshot sizier. And that is roughly that. Look at that. We made it in under 10 minutes. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. As I mentioned, again, I will be out of town next week. However, when I come back, I will have a new episode sitting and ready for all 4 of you. All right, guys. See you in 2 weeks.